And I remember right after, he tweeted, I think in Japanese, that I think the Kazuya is done for today. It did come out and it ended up winning the whole tournament. But Streakz, he sends a message when he plays, and that message was that message is terrifying when it comes out. It's absolutely terrifying. But it's going to be an honor to commentate this set because Darkstalker, we've mentioned, is a terror, a force to be reckoned with himself. Unstoppable force versus unstoppable force at its finest right here.
Yeah, but can you match the speed of Fox? I mean, Terry's quite fast as well, but Fox just comes right at you like a truck.
Absolutely, these are definitely two in-your-face characters. They both have insane frame data and they do excel in the CQC interactions. However, I think in generally the CQC is more Terry favored because while Fox is really good frame data, at the same time, I feel like Terry just gets more of these interactions. Like you get one reversal, one hit in. It's just so more, it's very explosive. Fox on the other hand, we're seeing here 61%. But Fox, on the other hand, while they have pretty good, like, insane frame data, they mostly excel off of whip punishing. This is definitely an in-your-face battle, but it will all come down to how well Steph uses his movement to weave around the runaway freight train. You're seeing it here. He knows he can't get too carried away. Either the up Bs, otherwise the up Bs, the power waves, the power dunks. These specials will truly come out, and oh, we're not quite seeing the punishes on these up smashes. Brandon getting caught asleep at the wheel and getting sent straight to heaven, put to bed for it right now.
Perfect opening that he needed. Just saying you can't approach Terry without having a little bit of fear. But as we saw there, you know, Streakz was not scared, and oh, he gets back from this though. Protected.
I thought they were gonna go stage. That would have been insane. But the situation is still really terrible because if you get hit by auto cancel power dunk from Darkstalker, it's +1 shields. Even if you parry it, you're at a deficit. So if you shield it, it is you're gone. Either you get shield poked or you get shield broken. It's not a fun situation. It's absolutely terrifying. Amazing read from Brandon right there to seal it out. And he's running away with it at the moment. 56% on deck from Streakz. Can he answer back?
Yeah, we're talking about Terry here. He can hit hard, take a stock whenever he wants. He can take something here.
I like the off-stage attempt. It was good. It's what you needed last time, but his timing was a little bit off. You can see Darkstalker is just kind of like, oh my goodness! I'm getting cut off by the insane gameplay right now. Steph is absolutely breaking his ankles. He can't land. He can't find a way down. He's absolutely unescapable. It is unstoppable advantage state from Streakz right here. Brandon has no answer, and he's just left to come back, return to neutral from the Angel platform. Only way back down. God damn.
Just everything that Streakz is bringing out right now is insane. There's Brandon, yeah, he's finally made it back to stage, but he is just struggling against the up airs, but finds that move that he needs to take the stock down. 81% though, but anything is possible for Terry.
Absolutely, and honestly, this is where it gets scary, because it doesn't matter how much of a lead I have on Brandon. I have had 3 stocks lead against this man and had him come back on me. It's an even game as far as I'm concerned until I see game win, until I have that game win. So we're seeing it right here. Brandon's coming back. Neck and neck, Go is online. This is where everything gets terrifying, because lost stock Brandon, forced to be reckoned with.
He can kill him here if he gets some sort of Go combo off. Streakz needs to take this game, but he needs to also be super careful.
You have to be so careful. One down tilt, one jab, and that Go move will confirm.
Oh.
But that back air, in the same vein, will take it. And Streakz takes game 1, which is actually, honestly, a little bit of a rare occurrence. Well, I say rare occurrence, but I mean, like, usually in the close sets that he has, he usually uses game 1 as an information game, loses, and adapts. But, you know, amazing work from Streakz taking game 1, keeping the composure, keeping the calm as soon as the monster, the Dark Souls boss, that is last stock Go meter Darkstalker, appears on the screen. He's like, you know what? Plan's still the same. I'm going to kill you. And that he did. That he did.
That's definitely one of the best things about Streakz. He does not fear anything. Even, you know, the win mechanics, like the Go, everything. He is not losing that confidence. Darkstalker with a great start here.
Indeed, indeed. Definitely making moves percent-wise, but Steph is immediately catching up. He's immediately catching up. And it's just neck and neck here at the moment. As soon as one person wins advantage, immediately the other finds a way back. It's truly it's truly a moment to watch, because you blink and you miss it. Interaction to interaction, stock per stock, trade for trade. It's such an explosive set at the moment.
Entire situation as well. They were both just going so back and forth between the corner of the stage there. Darkstalker finding the opportunity that he needed to take that stock. Now Streakz has it where he wants him.
Doing the splits and sending them straight to hell with it. That angle was disgusting, but that stock was even more disgusting. That was incredible. And it was so important because you cannot let Brandon run away with the leads with Go Meter. You cannot let him run away because it snowballs so easily, man. Terrifying.
You do not want to be leaving a Terry with Go to such a high percent, especially if he's just going to rack up that percent off you, because then he's going to have the advantage for that whole next stock.
And I don't entirely know what Brandon was doing there. You know, a little bit of, sometimes you got to do a little bit of the button check in the corner. But regardless, unfazed. The Simbits do not phase Brandon because you're like, you know what? I'm going to make the controller work for me, and then we're going to go straight back into it. And here we have it. Steph is not letting go. As I say that, Go Meter's now online. So you're playing a little bit of a different game. The same game plan, but way more terrifying. Much less room for error.
He's just standing at ledge, not scared of the Terry coming back to the stage.
We're seeing the neck confirms. Go back is what Terry Bogart says in that moment. Straight to the blast zone. Fox isn't the only one with the landing neck confirms, but once again, the down smash, the splits are putting in the work and sending Darkstalker straight to the grave. It's terrifying to see.
It's just completely even.
Neck and neck once again. These competitors one after the other. If you get damage, I'm going to get damage right back. No streak, no sequence, no streak goes unanswered. So it's just going to be a question of who's going to get the momentum swing they need to win this game. And it will be Streakz. We saw that situation earlier. He slightly mistimed the air dodge punish last time. This position, so he repositioned himself this time. And he said, you know what? I know you're going to be here. Let me walk back a little bit and just introduce you to the legs one more time. God damn. Precision and accuracy.
Yeah, just the precision, as you were saying, like, you've got to predict where your opponent is going. You can't be hitting them where they are. And Streakz just every time, not overcommitting, standing there waiting. Not, you know, going too deep against the Terry. Doesn't want to get reversaled under the stage. And there we saw it that last game.
Absolutely. Honestly, these matches are very, very close. As I said, back and forth. However, Streakz always ends up taking those decisive hits. The momentum swing is where it counts. And it just means, I think it's mostly the composure. In these critical situations, Brandon's panic option, Brandon's fear option gets shown right here. And honestly, it gets to him because Streakz is just an unstoppable wall. It's so hard to strike fear into this man. So the second you show a sign of fear, he's like a shark in the water. He smells it and he goes straight for it. So honestly, I think Brandon needs to bring back the composure. He needs to take his time ever so slightly more. And that would allow him to swing the tide of the match in his favor. Because right now, it's absolutely Streakz dominating the pace of the game.
Streakz being in the corner right here, I mean, going at the place he wants him to do. If he can get something off here, he can take this stock quickly. Streakz finds his way back onto the stage.
Indeed, indeed. And not, you know, that's what I like about Streakz' play. He's not overextending. He's just waiting here and there, waiting to see what happens. Even here, not dying. He's just like, you know what? I have an idea, but I'm not going to overcommit to it. I'm going to wait and see what happens, reset, and then punish the next option. And that, honestly, is the make or break for top players in Ultimate.
Exactly. Even though he's got the percent, he's not overextending. He kind of needs this percent lead and this stock lead because you don't want to be on the same sort of stock as Terry. That go can just destroy you, but he's just got the advantage state that he needs here. Once again, standing there, he's not doing anything.
He's like, you know what? I know that Buster Wolf can happen. I know it's probably unreactable at a range I'm at, so let me get a little bit more space just to wait and react. You can see, as soon as he saw neutral go up as well, he retreated so that he could get a punish on Buster Wolf. You always got to be looking out for it. But Brandon, he does not go down without a fight. You may think you have the lead, but you can never, ever sleep. Because the second you sleep, he is in your dreams, and he will turn it into a nightmare. He is Darkrai. He is the one.
Streakz just keeping the distance. trying to not overextend and walk into Terry. I mean, Darkstalker finding that up B that he needed there to take that percent, but as we see here, he's got the center stage. Doesn't need to walk up to Terry.
At 100%. Streakz was getting a little bit carried away for a minute, but it seems he slowed it down ever so slightly, as I say that. But Brandon's running away with the momentum at the moment. It's terrifying because the second you sleep, the second you start trying to get comfortable with the pace, Brandon will change it up ever so slightly. And if you get caught sleeping, you get put to bed permanently.
Do not sleep on Terry. He's got go on hand. Streakz needs to be ever so careful. I mean, he's got to stock up. That still doesn't matter.
Woo, nearly, but still we're living, and we're not. We're living, and then we're not. An amazing catch from Streakz. And once again, it's these decisive options. When it comes down to it, the final game hits. What do you do? And honestly, every single time, 10 out of 10 times, Streakz isn't the one who commits. He just waits. He watches. And the second something happens, finished. Benito, he's already there. Amazing to see. Bait and punish professional. Superstar, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, the punish game is just insane. He knows where you're going to be and what you're going to do, what option you're going to throw out. And that's just why he is such a great